Example number 10. Prove that cos theta plus cos theta into theta plus 120 degrees plus cos theta plus 240 degrees is equals to 0. Very simple indeed. And you are very happy, isn't it? So we've been given cos theta plus cos into theta plus 120 degrees plus cos into theta plus 240 degrees is equals to 0. Now the first step is to get rid of those sum angles, isn't it? The first step is to get rid of sum. So the first term here, cos theta, is okay. You go to the second term, which is cos theta plus 120. So that is a cosine sum angle formula, isn't it? So cos theta plus 120 is like cos A plus B. So cos A plus B is cos A cos B. If A is positive, the other side is negative, minus cos, minus sin A sin B. Then where there is A you put theta, where there is B you put 120, isn't it? So it means cos theta plus 120 is cos theta cos 120, then minus sin theta sin 120. Then the next thing you do is to reduce all the angles to acute angles, isn't it? So you ask yourself, cos 120 is equivalent to what acute angles, isn't it? You just draw a unit circle like this. If you draw a unit circle, all students take calculus, then you can see 120 degrees is in the second quadrant, isn't it? And in the second quadrant, it's supposed to be 180 minus theta, isn't it? So if 180 minus angle beta is equivalent to 120 degrees, then it means what is beta? 180 minus 120, 60 degrees, isn't it? Meaning the angle in the first quadrant is 60. So you were given cos 120, and cos 120 is in the second quadrant, isn't it? So is cosine positive or negative in the second quadrant? So cosine is negative in the second quadrant, isn't it? So it means this will be the same as negative cos 60. Have you seen that? Meaning sine 120 is the same as sine 60, isn't it? Both of them are positive, isn't it? So you have, it is minus sine theta sine 60 degrees, isn't it? Are we together? Minus sine theta sine 60 degrees. So sine 120 is the same as sine 60 degrees. So we are done with that. Go to the next one. The next one is cos theta plus 240 degrees. So that one is going to be cos theta cos 240. If here is positive, the other side is negative, isn't it? That one minus sine theta sine 240 degrees. Then you ask yourself, 240 is in the third quadrant, isn't it? 240 is in the third quadrant. So if 240 in the third quadrant is 180 plus beta, which is giving us 240 degrees, isn't it? So what is beta? See, it is 240 minus 180. You get beta to be 60 degrees, isn't it? So if you say that 240 is equivalent to 60 degrees, then you start confirming. You want to check the sign of that 60 degrees, isn't it? So press what is cos 240. If you press in the calculator, what is cos 240? It is negative. So that sign is what we are interested in. It is negative. Negative. So that negative sign is what we are interested in, isn't it? Meaning cos 240 is the same as negative cos 60, isn't it? Are we together? So that is negative cos theta cos 60, because cos 240 is the same as negative cos 60. Are we together? What is sine 240? Sine 240 is? We want to know whether it is positive or negative. That is what we are confirming. It is negative. Meaning negative, that is now going to be minus sine theta into negative sine 60. Meaning sine 240 is the same as negative sine 60. Have you seen that? Because all acute angles are positive, so what we are looking for is that sign, isn't it? Are you together? So now here we have negative cos theta cos 60. Negative into negative is plus sine theta sine 60. So you've expanded everything. After expanding everything, what do? You join them, isn't it? So cos theta plus 120 plus cos theta plus 240 is equal to what? So you join. There we will have cos theta, then plus. Where there is cos theta plus 120, you put that value, isn't it? You found it to be what? Negative cos theta cos 60 degrees minus sine theta sine 60 degrees. Then go to the last one, plus cos theta plus 240 degrees. You found it to be negative cos theta cos 60 plus sine theta sine 60. Then you open those brackets, isn't it? So positive sign does not affect anything inside the bracket, so you can just open the bracket. So if you open positive into negative is just negative, isn't it? Positive into negative is just negative. So there, simplify. So look at the third term, negative sine theta sine 60, and the last term, positive sine theta sine 60, cancels out, 0, isn't it? Are you seeing that? See, that cancels out. That is 0. So what do we remain with here? We remain with cos theta. Cos theta is a common factor for the remaining terms, isn't it? Are you seeing that? This cos theta is a common factor for the remaining terms, so we are remaining with cos theta minus cos theta cos 60 degrees minus cos theta cos 60 degrees. Those are the terms we are left with, isn't it? Cos theta minus cos theta cos 60 degrees minus cos theta cos 60 degrees. Then you factorize out a common factor, isn't it? So a common factor is cos theta. If you factorize out cos theta, here you remain with 1, isn't it? So it is 1 minus cos 60 minus cos 60. So there you have cos theta outside, then 1 minus 2 cos 60. Then you know cos 60 is a special angle. If you use sides of an equilateral triangle, 60 degrees, 60 degrees, 60 degrees. So if you give them all the same length, 2, meaning if you bisect this angle 60 degrees, you get 1, 1. You divide that line into equal parts because the opposite sides are equal, isn't it? So from here we now have 90 degrees here. So if here we have 60 degrees, we can use Pythagoras theorem. Square root of 2 squared minus 1 squared, we get that is root 3, isn't it? So if you use trigonometric ratio, if our theta is here, then it means this is the opposite side, this one is adjacent, hypotenuse, isn't it? So what is cos 60? Adjacent over hypotenuse, that is 1 over 2. So it means where there is cos 60, you put 1 over 2, isn't it? So we are going to have cos theta into 1 minus 2 times a half. So that is cos theta into 1 minus 1, meaning cos theta times 0. You get 0, isn't it? Are we together? So that concept you used in Form 2. When you were doing trigonometry in Form 2. The trigonometric ratios of special angles, isn't it? So here they will always test the trigonometric ratios of special angles. So trigonometric ratios of special angles, you don't press those things in the calculator. You work out that special angle, isn't it? Are you seeing that? So that is how to solve that problem. So we proved the whole of that is equals to 0.